Dan Larson here at the photo booth with a bunch of stuff sent into the P.O. box. Up first, look at this, I didn't even adjust my camera. There we go, that's better. Up first is Andy from Zed Forge. That's Zed with a Z3D Forge, F-O-R-G-E. He is, you know what, it's right here on the box. Just let me show you here. Zed Forge, that's Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. This is a really cool mailer package. Andy sent in some of the 1/12 scale action figure stands. And so inside we have an assortment of 5 different action figure stands. Let's see if these just pop right out of here. We got 2, oh, look at this. We got more than 1 each. We got 2 gold team, 2 red team X-Men stands. And then we've got 2 each, I assume, of, I guess we'll call this sci-fi. It's like those sci-fi walls, right? It's like the sci-fi lights. These are Star Wars based. Yeah, you can't see it. I'm holding it up to my light and it looks really good. Those would actually be good wall panels as well. So we got 2 of those Star Wars ones. We got 2 of these tech panel, danger room, tile floor, Tetris, whatever you want to call it. 2 of those, and I assume these will like fit together in various designs to make interesting floor patterns. And then in the middle here we have 2 craggy, rocky sort of surface designs. These are just black. I assume, yeah, I think they're actually printed in the black. I don't think they're painted. I don't think any of these are actually painted, no. I assume they could be painted if need be. You could make these Castle Grayskull type panels. I didn't test these pegs to see which varieties, you know, if they're like standard or if any of these pegs are slightly different sizes than each other. I can't quite tell. They all look like they're all standard size, or at least they're uniform within themselves. So those are pretty cool. You can never have too many stands. For sure. So definitely thank you to Andy for sending those in. Check out Zed Forge at the various social media platforms to see what Andy's got in stock and what you might be able to add to your collection today. Up next is Matt Williams, all the way from Victoria, Australia. He is Not Matt AU, just like it sounds, Notmattau on Instagram. A little bit of a note here. We've got an apology, which I'm not going to accept any apologies for waiting a long time to get to things. For any reason, this box has been here for a while. But Matt sent in, we've got both a J slot and an L slot repro rocket firing Boba Fett figures, which if you don't know what that means, I'll show you. Repro means reproduction, first of all. And then the difference in the... So when they were making up the rocket-firing Boba Fett, they were in the prototype stage. They were trying to figure out what the best rocket-firing mechanism was that would be safe and reusable and easy to manufacture and durable and whatnot. So the different methods they came up with... Hang on, I'm going to cue both of these up here. 2 of the different methods that they were testing out were an L-shaped slot and a J-shaped slot. And ultimately, neither of them worked because they didn't actually produce, other than a few test versions, which have been, over the years, have made their way out onto the market. So far, there's only like 12 or 14 total. So if you think you had one as a kid, you didn't. We've covered that comprehensively in a couple of videos at this point. So we've got the J slot and the L slot. The L slot is the one where the tab just slides over and then launches up. So when you just push it to the side, it just launches the missile out. And then the J slot is the one where you actually have to pull towards you a little bit and then slide it over. Let's see if this will actually work. I don't want to force. Okay, so yeah, you can see how it goes down and then it has to go to the side before it can fire. So just sort of 2 stages of the development of the engineering of a potential rocket-firing Boba Fett, again, that never was actually released officially to market, but you can still see the sort of evidence that this is what was you know, intended to be there at some point in the stage of development on the figures that actually did hit, because, you know, this shape is sort of still on the rocket. And then, of course, the rocket is still in the backpack. It's just welded on the inside. So those are really cool. And Matt, you know, says, you know, these might not be worthy of inclusion in the Boba Set. They're not. But I hope you cherish them all the same. Just be careful with them, or else you'll shoot your eye out, kid. And as I just demonstrated, that's impossible. And it was never really about eye shooting anyway. Which one is this? This is the L. I want to make sure I put them back in the right boxes. It was more about that bullet, this missile, being too small and being easily swallowed. That was sort of the fear and the concern at the time. Not any eye damage. But as a choking hazard. And so Kenner, rightfully at the time, decided not to do that. Also in here, and I'm going to read this right from the letter, also included in this package is a special gift from Dennis and the team at Lobos Collectibles, located in Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne. Enclosed is Series 2 of the... Let me just open these up. I'm going to spoil the fun. So this is Series 2 of their Last Starfighter tribute action figures, non-articulated, meaning they're just non-posable, they don't have any actual joints, made in collaboration with Good Guys Never Win Toys. A run of Last Starfighter figures was planned back in the day, but never released, so they wanted to correct that, essentially, the folks here did. Just 100 individually numbered sets were made. Turn page. Series 3 special box set is scheduled to be released early 2021, that's this year. That's probably already out at this point, including a Last Starfighter arcade cabinet. A 4th series is also in the works. Once Matt notes, these are unlicensed, but likely the only time we'll see the Last Starfighter in toy form. So here we have Alex Rogan with the full blister card treatment here. Absolutely gorgeous work. And of course we got the Lobos Collectibles logo on the back here. And then this was, what do they call it? Good Guys Never Win Toys. And then there's a few more. We have, I don't know what was in Series 1. Not sure. I'll have to look that up. We haven't covered the Last Starfighter yet. It certainly is something that would fall into our purview on the main channel. I enjoyed it when I was a kid. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I can't speak to whether or not it actually holds up. I've seen some of the sort of behind-the-scenes stories that talk about, you know, the limitations of the CG at the time and trying to make the spaceships and, you know, these sort of dazzling starfighter battles that they had intended and then what actually ended up on screen. So second figure we have here is Centauri. Very cool. With removable face. This one doesn't remove. And then the third figure in here. We have the Grig figure in a flight suit, no helmet. But I mean, really, the art here is really coming in on these blister cards, which are just fantastic, and I could absolutely picture those being on shelves in the mid-'80s, right out there with Star Wars and G.I. Joe and everything else. You know, a small line of figures, a short run. They probably could have gotten the actual Starfighter ship out there as a vehicle place. Oh, I didn't even notice. Like it says with removable face. I didn't even notice initially that the face is actually in the package. Very Zartan-ish. So those are incredible. Those are very, very cool. I am very appreciative of of owning this set. So thank you very much to Matt for the 2 Boba Fett figures and for connecting me with Lobos Collectibles. Dennis and everybody at Lobos for sending these in. That is an incredibly generous gift there. Next up is Josh, who apologized for the name of the town he lives in. He says it's a bit of a tongue twister. Penetanguishene. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, even with the phonetic spelling here. Penetanguishene, Ontario, Canada. And inside here, we have a couple of different things. We've got the loyal subjects. I might have like the whole collection of these at this point. Quite a few of these have been sent in over the years. That said, oh shoot, look at these. Never the... I'm just going to read them off the package. Frenzy and Buzzsaw, Rumble and Laserbeak. As everybody knows, Rumble is blue, Frenzy is translucent. But more importantly than that, than being those 4 cassette characters, which I'm a big fan of, I am more a fan of, obviously, Laserbeak and Buzzsaw. I say obviously, I don't know why you should know that. Laserbeak was absolutely the first, one of the first, if not the first, I don't remember exactly now. My first Transformer G1 was either Gears or Laserbeak. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's all a bit blurry now. But Laserbeak was my first love as far as Transformers goes. That's for sure. And in here we have this is local for me, Patrice Bergeron hockey stick from Tim Hortons. I'm opening this up. I don't want to keep it in. I wonder if it's 1/12 scale. We'll see. Oh, nice. Plastic locker there. Fancy. That locker is, that's cool. Ooh, look at that. Classy presentation. Got the whole locker set up. That's sweet. That's really, really fun. I just throw that in Casey Jones's bag. A Patrice Bergeron hockey stick? Tell me you didn't pay for this. I didn't, so that's cool. Thank you to Josh, who did. And then the last couple things we have in the box here are a Sabine Wren, who's come off the package here from the Disney Infinity toy line. I love this line. I wish these were posable. Obviously they came out with the toy box line of figures. Stuck in here. There we go. But I absolutely did. I never played the game. I wasn't interested in the game. I didn't buy the system. But as far as just these fun animated style little sculptures, absolutely loved them. I still have a bunch of them for Star Wars, for Disney, for Marvel, for all kinds of stuff. And I would love to see Sabine actually pop up in the Disney toy box line, exclusive to the Disney toy stores. And then continuing our theme of Boba Fett, which is always a theme on the show, we have a vintage Kenner Boba Fett. Look, I got a video coming up soon. I got to do the project to get everything post 500 into proper order, and I got lax with it for a while there. It was a pretty exhausting endeavor to put that 500 video together, to get everything. I've been keeping a good tab on it, keeping things logged, trying to keep things organized, but just with mail coming in and life and stuff and things, it got away from me. And so I'm gonna have to take a weekend here at some point in the near future and get caught up on these. I believe this is right around like 5:37, 5:38, but we'll know for sure sometime before the sun burns out. Sometime in the next time. All right, next up is Plastic Geek. Plastic Geek is Plastic Geek on Instagram, just like it sounds, Plastic and Geek. We got a whole bunch of stuff in this box. First off, we got a bag of what looks to be just absolute randomness with just accessories all over the place. I'm seeing a lot of turtle stuff here. We got some wire. That'll be good for just photos in general. Hats, swords, shields. This guy. What else we got in here? All kinds of ninja stars. Yeah, a lot of these this has got to be mostly Ninja Turtles accessories. In fact, here's a leg. All kinds of Ninja Turtle stuff. Got a Mouser here. This is a Shredder. There's another Mouser head. And I don't know this era of Turtles, so basically anything beyond vintage, well enough to be able to really specify other than the obvious, you know, katanas go with Leonardo and nunchucks go with Michelangelo. Who those things belong to specifically. Also in the box here we have, I assume this is king shark, but it could also be a street shark if you fancy a street shark over a king shark. I assume this is a Happy Meal toy. Can't see the year on it. I assume it was also in for the Flash TV show. Can't tell. But that's a fun little King Shark figure, I think. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. It says DC Comics on it. It's got to be King Shark. This guy, I don't know who this is. Samurai Ninja. We've got California Costumes Incorporated. No idea who that is. Just if you know, let me know. Just looks like a generic ninja guy. Nice. We got the Predator. I'm trying to remember if they called this one Stealth or if I think it was Jungle Hunter. These are the $10 brand new. They just came out this year. I think they're exclusive to Walmart. Predator action figures, which is crazy, you know, considering that they're almost the size of actual, you know, NECA Predator figures. They don't have quite the same detail. They're a little more simplified, but articulation-wise, they are super nice. This doesn't glow in the dark. It looks like it should, but it doesn't. But it's a really, really nice figure. This is actually the only one of these that I own so far. I think they've only released the 3, and, you know, given the pseudo-translucent parts, this was obviously my first choice. So I have no problem putting another one of those on the shelf right next to it. We've got this guy. I don't know anything about this guy. 85 Hasbro. I don't know if this goes with the Karate Kid line, or if this is something far more generic. Not sure on that one. And then we have a, is this a Kubrick? Or no, this is the Disney. I'm not even sure which character that's supposed to be. We've got a, man, I'm just, all of these, I'm like, I don't know. Could be a thing, could be another thing. This guy's sharp, though. This is another one that, I don't know. Let me know in the comments who this is. Looks awesome. I'm going to guess a DC Comics thing, perhaps. Maybe a Ben 10 thing. But it's translucent, and that is something I dig. We've got, I'm going to hold this one. We have another Disney zombie guy. These guys got to be related to, I don't know, the Haunted House, maybe? Or Haunted Mansion. But I'm not sure. We've got the Tiny Turtle Van. We have a, I think it was Series 2 changeables. So they actually threw in these dinosaur characters instead of just the regular aliens. We've got a, I almost said Jango Fett. We've got a Mandalorian Pez dispenser. We have, oh, look at that. That's a set. Oh, that's adorable. It's adorable that they cut the size down. That's cute. Even if you're not into Pez, that's cute. And then we've got some stickers. Got a Plastic Geek logo, a Cybonauts holofoil sticker, another Cybonauts, yeah, Cybonauts, and then this really awesome piece of artwork here. Those are great. Those will go right on my file cabinet where I collect stickers. And then this absolutely amazing piece that I am going to open. Pit Survivor, re-armored. I have to be able to put this on my shelf. I don't want to leave it in the bag. Avert your eyes. This is really, really cool. What a cool piece. That is really, really nice. Yeah, that's incredibly cool. Great, great work there. Is this pistol removable from the holster? Probably. It looks like it is. That's super nice. Hopefully, you know, hopefully Hasbro will get around to doing something like this at some point, but if they don't, I'm covered thanks to Plastic Geek. A very, very cool piece. Thank you very much. I know these get produced in very limited quantities. Really psyched to add that to my collection. Can't go in the Boba Set officially, of course, but it'll definitely be in my Boba Fett collection on the shelf with all of my other Fetts, which is pretty much the center of my collection in general. So thank you very much, Plastic Geek. Very, very cool. Really, really excited to have this one. And last but not least, we've got another Josh. This time it's Josh, Mrs. Phillips, and the crew from Harrison, Arkansas. Josh had seen Stikfas pop up in a few videos and knew he had one that he hadn't seen in a video before and decided to send it in. So just from looking at this sprue of stuff that's still on the package here, I know which one it is. It is indeed, arguably, one of the coolest Stikfas, if not figures in general, ever made. It is the Samurai Stikfas figure. Put his little pad back on here. These were a early 2000s line of model kit type toys with all kinds of modular armor and plates and pieces and stuff. You know, the idea was that you could customize them and swap parts and paint them up and make pretty much any kind of characters, action figures you wanted to, or just as I did, as a lot of people did. I never applied a single sticker. I liked the sort of matte, plastic, you know, unadorned, simple, minimalistic presentation of just the figures by themselves, and that's how I always displayed mine. I had pretty much all of them until right up near the end. I definitely jumped over to Zevos, which were the Hasbro. Hasbro sort of picked up Stikfas, turned them into a more marketable brand, a bigger brand called Zevos. Zevos is where my heart transferred to. Loved that line, absolutely loved it. Had all of the Zevos, and then this sort of went away. But I still have quite a few of my Stikfas from then. I did have to move on from some of them. Some of them the plastic did break. Some of them pieces just got lost, and some of them I just had to move on to other collections. But the Samurai has always been one of my favorites, so I have no problem having 2 Samurais now. That's a very cool piece. Might have to hit that with some nail polish or something. Tighten up those ball joints. But that's very, very cool. Thank you to Josh and the crew. Thank you again to Andy, Matt, Josh, Plastic Geek, Josh, Mrs. Phillips, and the crew. Thank you for watching this and all of our videos. Hit like, hit subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Head over to regular Toy Galaxy and subscribe there. If you're not already, if you haven't heard, we started streaming on Twitch. Find us at twitch.tv/toygalaxy. If you're in the position to help the channel grow, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/toygalaxy or become a YouTube channel member. Thanks for watching. Later.